What's up, guys? We all knew that I was going to be doing a review on this game at some point. Just didn't know when, but I wanted to go ahead and get my thoughts on this. Now, we are going to be talking about Saints Row, the reboot, the brand new one. These are my thoughts. Let me rephrase this one more time. These are my thoughts. If you guys agree, okay, cool. If not, that's fine too. We all gamers at the end of the day. We're all Saints Row fans at the end of the day. But I'm going to get into the good and the bad of Saints Row 2022, the reboot. Now, let me go ahead and try to go on what the story is, the good and everything, because pretty much what this story is in, it's in a brand new location, Santo Ileso. You have three new gangs, technically. You got Marshall, which is pretty much a different version of Ultor, is basically the best way I know how to describe it, mixed with Stag. That is basically the only way I can describe this. And you work for them in the beginning, and you're trying to make bonuses, make rent, and you have student loans. I know it's stupid. You have three other roommates. You have Kevin, who is a DJ and brand new in the Idols, who are pretty much, I would say, a mix between the Rollers and the Deckers, more like the Deckers. And then you have Nia, who is a huge car nut. Almost reminds me of like they were trying to do with Lynn a little bit, with a little bit of the Rollers and the Brotherhood. And I think they took a lot of the Brotherhood for the for that game, one that Nia was running with. And again, it just, like, I don't know, it just, there was a lot of the gangs where I just couldn't take them seriously, and when you tried to, you just couldn't. And the Idols were a joke. Marshall was okay, and even with some of these bosses, you couldn't even kill them. Like for the main one with the gang that Nia was with, before you even create the Saints, you don't even kill them. Someone else does. The Idols, you don't really kill them. You just kill, which is like, you don't have like a main leader. You just have like the main ones. That's like the collective, who are their leaders. And then you have for Marshall, you can either fire him or you can kill him when you work out deals with his board to get what you want. Now, again, let's go into customization. There was a lot of customization. I was not impressed with Rusty's nails. I figured Rusty nail would have been a lot better. Rusty tattoo, friendly fire could have been a little bit better. I think some of the driving could have been better. I think the customization for the car, it felt like an upgraded Saints Row 3 is the way I know how to describe this game. On the gameplay aspect, I had a lot of bugs. Let me explain this to you guys right now. Anyone that's having bugs in this game, there are a lot of bugs going on in this game. There was times I had to restart a mission. The main menu would not come up. My character looked all fuzzy. It would look very distorted. The mouse would not sync. There was a lot of bugs in this game, and it pretty much reminds me of a Cyberpunk issue. So I think that is where most of these issues lie, is also within the company. So they need to really put the brakes on anything if they're going to continue with this franchise, because Saints Row, as of right now, I don't remember, and it just, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. But all I know is I love Saints Row, but this one is a hit or miss, and this one I think is a miss. The reason why I say this is a miss is because I felt in the beginning, when you make your character, you are supposed to have that range of a male, female, whatever. This one feels they are pushing more female character. If that was the case, then just let it be a female character throughout the entirety of the game. It just felt more like they were trying to pander to making a female character rather than a male character. Male characters, I felt like in this game, was treated very poorly. You had Eli, who reminded me of Dex. You had Kevin, who I felt like they were trying to make the next Johnny Gat, which again, that was a fail because there's only going to be one Johnny Gat. Nia, I like Nia. I liked her story. I liked her background. I liked the reason why she came to this area, why she wanted to join the Saints with you, because between your character, Nia, Eli, and Kevin that make the Saints, you go into the church, you don't get recruited, you find the church, you just build, and you only way you can get recruits is you got to go through this off-brand Professor Genki crap, which again, let's be honest, I was not a fan of the Professor Genki anyway, or even this, but that's how you get recruits. And there's not a whole lot of customization with the church. There's not a whole lot of customization with, like, let's say your tags or even your cars. I'm still figuring out things in the game. I was more focused on the story. The one that helps you kind of reminds me a lot of the ones from the Canales, because he really reminded me of the brother, because of course, you know, you break him out, he tries to betray you, tries to take over the Saints because you broke his empire, so he's like, okay, I'm going to take yours, and it works to a certain degree, and then of course you kill him, and you run, you know, Santo Leso with your friends and the Saints, and that's pretty much what the whole game is. It felt like a kiddie version of Saints Row. It did not feel like actual Saints Row. I was just beyond disappointed because, again, I felt like they were pushing more female agenda in this than anything. I felt like that they wanted you to be more of a female than, of course, your actual character. It felt that they were pushing more on other agendas than the actual agenda of the game. There's just so much about this game that I don't like, but there's also things about it I do like. I do like how you can go on top of a hood and start shooting people. I like how you can blow things up in this. I like the glider you have on there. I like how you can just go to your phone. You can change your character anytime you want rather than going to image design or, you know, for your clothes or whatever. I love that. But at the same time, it does get very annoying when it just feels that they have more of an agenda towards one side of the spectrum rather than both sides of the spectrum. And maybe I'm the only one that feels this way. I'm not sure. If you guys felt this way, then by all means tell me. I mean, please. I mean, what exactly do you think of this game? I mean, was it bad? Was it good? Did you guys have any kind of issues with the bugs? Did you guys have any issue with playing? What did you guys think of the gameplay? What did you guys think of the story? I think the story lacked heart. I mean, the only time I felt very connected was, I would say, when Kevin had to make a choice between the idols and his friends, and then when Nia lost her car, and you get to know the story of why that car means so much to her, and you help her destroy Sergio's truck, which was absolutely amazing. Those were probably the main moments of the game that I really enjoyed. A lot of the former stuff that they got was from previous games, like the hover bikes against Stag. A lot of the military stuff in Marshall was from Stag. A lot of the gameplay I felt like was from the Brotherhood and the Canales, with the first game you take down, and then the other game that Nia's part of is part like a Brotherhood, and Idols is like the Deckers, and Marshall is like Stag, and of course Ultor. So it felt like they ripped off a lot of ideas and they didn't really try to go new. It just kind of felt like they kept to the same thing, and I don't know, man. I wanted to like it, I wanted to give it a try, but I may play the other one, and I'm not sure how it's going to go. And I'm hoping that at some point they learn from their mistake. From everything I've heard, this game has tanked, not only in reviews, but also in a lot of other areas. Yes, there's Easter eggs. Yes, there's different things in this game. Yes, there's a lot to do in this game. You can also build different places, but you have to do achievements. You have to do missions like you would in the older games. They did really bring that back, but it's pretty much you don't need respect to do a mission like you did in the first two, which I did like that. I don't like having to do other activities just to do that, but at the same time you do gather money like you did in the old days. This one, you can gather money, but you can also spend money very quickly. But overall, I'm indecisive about this. Would I play it just to have fun off and on? Yeah, but at the same time I could just go back to Saints Row 3 and Saints Row 4 or 2 if I really want to have more fun of the Saints Row that I know and love. But either way, guys, I enjoyed it to a certain degree. It was okay. Would I play it again? Probably not. If there's going to be another one, I'm hoping it's going to be a lot better than this one. Let me know what you guys think. I'm hoping that the animation gets a lot better. I'm hoping the writers got better. I'm hoping they can get something more creative, and maybe we'll get back our Saints at some point. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.